Peace, peace. I just want to make sure everything is going good. All right, peace, peace. This is Maury Yacob in Wednesday's night's lesson leading up to Passover. I thank the Creator for bringing us to this point, where is that we can pull some, get some understanding and points of reference. So we thank the Creator for each one of you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. To Brother Trey Habashin, Zayden, and Sephora. Make sure when you come into the building, you press that like and subscribe button. So we thank the Creator for bringing us to this point to be able to have guidance and knowledge, understanding. Shalom, shalom to Sister Joanne Smith, Shamara Bowman and Emery, and shalom, shalom to Brother Marcus Wilson. We thank the Creator for giving us this opportunity to be able to just come and grab some wisdom. Because sometimes we got to have a filling station to be able to fill up. Because without that filling station, hey, what we gonna do? We'll go empty. So without no further ado, we're going to get into the lesson tonight called distractions. Because a lot of us, we have a lot of distractions around us. We have distractions within us. Some of us invite distractions, and some of us, we parlay in distractions. But tonight we're going to talk about distractions. We can't have those distractions if we're trying to serve the Creator. We can't have distractions if we're trying to get closer in our walk with the Creator. If we're trying to meditate, can't have distractions. Because, meditate is focusing. You have to focus 100% on what you're focusing on. So tonight we want to talk about distractions. I'm going to start out for Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha. Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha. And I'm going to jump down to verse 7. And we're going to read all the way down. Because we have to be careful. Sometimes, distractions can cause you to flip over. If you look at yourself as a car, run out of gas, overheat, But this is what we are prone to do with each other, and that's to help each other bring the mechanic, make this. We make this one another. We fill each other up with the fuel of the Creator. And if we see each other broke down, we got to tow them to the nearest shop. So we want to kind of get into this tonight. Distractions. Wisdom of Solomon, the first chapter, verse 7. It says, "For the Spirit of the Creator filleth the whole world." The Spirit of the Creator filleth the whole world. Now, let me grab something real quick. Genesis, the 6th chapter, verse 17. Genesis 6:17. See, because it says the spirit of the creator filleth. The spirit of the creator filleth. Hold on, not 17. Excuse me, Salaki. Let me make sure I'm looking at this right thing right. Hold on. Yeah. Genesis. Verse 7. Verse 6, it says, and it repented the creator that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart, in his mind. He's thinking about it. And the creator said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man, beast, and creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the creator. And the generation of the creator Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with the creator. Now, I want you to pay attention to this, because when you read it and you go downward, verse 17, he says, and behold, I do bring a flood of water upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. So when we go back to Wisdom of Solomon, the first chapter, verse 7, it says the spirit of the creator filleth the world, because everything that's living has the breath of life in it. It has the breath of life. Now, that breath of life is a degree, different degrees of that breath. Okay. So I have to remember that the creation of the creator has his spirit. I cannot look at the creator, the creation of the creator, no different than how the creator created it, with his spirit. So when I look at the creation spirit of the creator, how do I handle that? How do I deal with that spirit? Do I destroy it? How do I deal with the spirit? Shalom, shalom, brother Caesar Shava. How do I deal with the spirit that the creator breathed inside of the world? Because he created good as well as what? Evil. So how do I deal with that spirit? See, because I can't be distracted in my own opinion, my own feeling, my own way of thinking. I have to be very understandable to realize that it doesn't matter. The spirit of the creator feels that. Rather, if I agree with it, I don't. That's like when you have children. The creator put that baby in you. And he allow you to have a baby to see what you're going to do with that child. Are we going to allow life to distract us from what the creator asks us to do with our children? Or are we going to do what we're supposed to do with our children? Many parents become distracted. Many parents become distracted and allow life to teach the child. That's what we do. And we forget that the breath of the creator is in that child. So when I allow life to teach that child, I'm being distracted away from the creator. Because I don't look at that breath that's inside of that child is of the Creator. Even my enemy, the breath of the Creator is in him or her or them. And it says, and that which containeth all things has the knowledge of that voice. Now, that's very important. Because one thing about when Israel went to war, they had to get the permission and make sure that the Creator was standing with them. Because the Creator knows that enemy that he put in your way. The Creator knows that enemy that he created. So who knows how to deal with that enemy greater than the Creator? So we're talking about being distracted. I can't take my focus off of the Creator. That's why he told Israel to follow him by the cloud of smoke during the day and the pillar of fire at night. He told Joshua, meditate on my law day and night. Do not allow what? The law to depart from your mouth until you have meditated. Because he's the only one that understands his voice. He has the knowledge of his voice. He's the only one. Verse 8, it says, therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid. If righteousness is the law, what is unrighteousness? Things that is not of the law. So now, if I speak things that is unrighteous, meaning outside the law, those things will never be hidden. What causes me to speak unrighteousness from my mouth? What causes me to speak unrighteousness from my body action? What causes me to speak unrighteousness from my thoughts? Because when you speak, notice what he says, therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid. So when you sit there and you speak things that is outside of the law, you go against the law. That stuff is going to reveal itself. It's going to reveal itself. But see, we are distracted by, you know what happens? We done been speaking this and I've been speaking that, and we forget about the things that we spoke over here. And then when that thing pop up and it seep up from the ground, you be shocked. You see? Those who speak unrighteous things cannot be hid. Neither shall vengeance. So when it's time for punishment, that's not going. Your punishment is not going to be hidden either. It's going to be open. The Creator going to punish you openly. See, don't get distracted thinking that, all this stuff, what you're doing. No. See, when the Creator bring punishment, that's going to be open. That's going to be open. When it punisheth, pass by him. Your punishment is not going to pass by when you speak ungodly things. It's not going to pass by you. No. No, all that's going to be in the open. Shame going to come to you. See, that's going to be in the open. That's why he said the unrighteous things that people speak can't be hidden. The punishment is not going to be hidden. Because the Creator going to take vengeance on what you think is you are hiding. Especially when it's ungodly. So don't get sidetracked thinking that nobody don't see me. Yes, they do. The Creator sees you. Nobody don't hear me. Yes, they do. And I'm going to show it to you. Let's go to verse 9. Notice what it says. For inquisition shall be made into the counsel of the ungodly. Punishment. Here's the point. People listen to people that follow everything else except the Creator. See, people get sidetracked. By listening to everything except the Creator. People don't meditate properly. They become distracted by what's happening over here, what's happening over there. But the Bible says right here, the punishment shall be made into the counsel of the ungodly. People who's giving you counsel that is wicked, punishment is coming. Punishment is coming. Let me do this right here. Let me stop sharing real quick. Let me show you an ungodly counsel. That's why it don't bother me what people do. In my house, out my house, on the rooftop, underneath the house, down the corner, at the White House. I don't care where it's at. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Because ungodly counsel is going to be punished. Here we go. Let me show you one of the ungodly counsels. Let me show you ungodly counsel. See, a lot of people think that this right here gonna go on. No, no punishment is coming. So fair use. This is not my material. I claim no rights. I care less to even claim the rights. This is only for teaching purposes and educational purposes only. This is under the Fair Use Act of 1976, 106. So this is your camps on the corner. They say this is your brain on drugs. This is the camps on the corner. And let's see what they say.
Benjamin, you see what's going on? On one side, you got God, what God called you out the Bible. And on the other side, they don't gave you this in this land we living in. Can you find where your father is right there? Because the sister says she Black American. Right. What about you, sir? You see yourself where your father come from? Bring it out, huh? I'm sure you're on that side, bro. Bring it out. Where you at? American Indian. American Indian. So you from the tribe of Gad. That's right. Because you can't find American Indian in the Bible, can you? That's right. But you can find the tribe of Gad. And when I'm bringing out, you, the Judah, African, we all family. That's right. Get split up because they split us up. Right. And what I'm trying to show her is what I'm about to show you is how we can prove that you from the tribe of Gad. Bring it out. And let me know if this happened. That's what's going to happen to the tribe. These 12 tribes right here. They're going to be cursed. Right. Hey, brother, how you doing, brother? Let me ask you, so you see that sign right there?
You see what I'm saying? Let me let it play one more time.
You see it got American Black, Benjamin. You see what's going on? On one side, you got God, what God called you out the Bible. And the other side, they don't gave you this in this land we living in. Can you find where your father is right there? Because the sister says she Black American. Right. What about you, sir? You see yourself where your father come from? Bring it out, huh? I'm sure you're on that side, bro. Bring it out. Where you at? American Indian. American Indian. So you from the tribe of Gad.
Now this brother say he's an American Indian. And the brother say you can't find Indian in the Bible. That's a lie. Eber. And the word Eber is Ibra, which means one who wears the feathers on his head, mainly the dove feather. But how can you find your family on a poster board when Deuteronomy 32:7 tells you to go back home? It tells you to go home. This is wicked. This is ungodly counsel. It tells you to go home and do the research, do the paperwork. This is what the Bible says. Do the paperwork. Do the paperwork. And everybody over here should have done the paperwork. But let's keep going. Because why? Because ungodly counsel will be punished. Let's not get distracted thinking that it's not. For the inquisition shall be made into the counsel of the ungodly. The punishment shall be made. In the counsel, people are counseling you, giving you false information, going against scripture. See, false information. And the sound of his words shall come unto the Creator for the manifestation of his wicked deeds. That is wicked. Telling somebody where you see yourself at on a poster board. That's wicked. You know what else is wicked? You know what else is ungodly counsel? When we listen to people who's not following the Creator. That's wicked. See, we get sidetracked and we become distracted. And we wonder why things are happening the way it's happening. You're being punished. See, notice it says of his wicked, not of their, his. Because that punishment, when you get punished, that's your punishment. That punishment don't belong to me. I don't care if it was my mama. If my mama is wicked and she in the wicked counsel, she gonna punish, she gonna pay for that. Not me. You're going to get punished for your judgment. And that's why we don't need to become distracted for other people. We need to make sure we are cleared. Verse 10, for the ear of the jealousy heareth all things. The creator, he's aware of everything that's taking place. Don't get distracted thinking that the creator he's not aware of what you're doing or what you're saying or who you're dealing with or the secret counsels that you're taking. And the creator's aware of all that. See, we become comfortable in this walk thinking that, oh, well, this right here, I can say this and I can type that, I can post this. And no. The creator sees all that. For the ear of the jealousy heareth all things. Don't get distracted thinking that that what you're doing is going to escape, because it's not. And the noise of murmuring is not hid. The noise of murmuring is not hid. Now, what is murmuring? What is murmuring? What is murmuring? Because the noise of it. The noise of it. A soft, indistinct sound made by a person or a group of people speaking quietly or at a distance. Meaning you're being slick about what you're saying. You're being very subtle. You're being subtle at what you're saying. Why you're saying it. Who you saying it to. He said the noise of murmuring is not here, meaning that what you're saying real soft gonna come to the light. What you're saying soft gonna also be revealed. Don't get distracted thinking that the things that we say out of our mouth and we say quietly and softly is not gonna be revealed, because it will. That's why we have to be careful at what we say out of our mouths. We have to be very careful. The thoughts that we have in our minds. Because all that it's gonna bubble up and surface. Verse 11, therefore, be aware of murmuring. Be aware of it. Don't get distracted thinking that it's everybody else. No. He's telling you to be aware of it, dealing with your circle, your perimeter. You need to be aware of that thing. Because guess what he said? Be aware of murmuring, which is what? Unprofitable. You don't listen to things that is unprofitable. You don't deal with things that is unprofitable. You don't supposed to think on things that is unprofitable. Like that old song saying, if it don't make dollars, it damn sure don't make sense. You can't get sidetracked or distracted simply because somebody saying something, somebody doing something, somebody thinking something. Because at the end of the day, if that stuff is not bothering you, it's going to become unprofitable. It's not moving the needle one way or another. You cannot get sidetracked on unprofitable things. You cannot. Because when you jam yourself up with things that is not profitable, tell me, what did you gain? Tell me what you gained. And refrain your tongue from backbiting. I don't need to criticize anything, because that's going to cause me to be distracted. I don't need to focus on things. I don't need to go outside of that. I ain't got to speak down or criticize. No, that's unprofitable. That's unprofitable. Because it already said that the counsel of the ungodly is not going to go unpunished. It's not. I need to make sure my neck is bent. I'm prospering to the Creator. I'm submitting to the laws. I ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Because let me get into the story of Gideon. Most of you probably know about Gideon. Gideon had all these fighter men, but the Creator told him, you can't take all of them. And the Creator told him to do all kind of things, and it boiled down to when he told him, tell all of them to get on their knees and lap like a dog in the water. But a lot of them felt like they were proud. Nah, most of them went home except 300. 300 lapped like a dog. 300 did everything that the Creator told Gideon to tell them to do. Because we cannot get sidetracked or become distracted simply because you can't get sidetracked. You got to stay focused. You got to be the one that humble yourself. You, not them, you. And if you got somebody next to you that will humble yourself, it becomes we. Then if you got another one that will humble themselves, it becomes now us. But if it's just you, it's you humble yourself. And when I humble myself, I ain't got time to look at you. I ain't got time to worry about you. I ain't got time to think about you. Especially if you hanging around with ungodly counsel, I ain't got time to think about you. Because see, over there, when that ungodly counsel, the punishment is coming up over there. I ain't trying to get over there. I ain't trying to be over there. I'm not trying to put my mind over there. I don't have time. It's unprofitable to me. So let's keep going. For there is no word so secret. There is no word so secret that shall not go for naught. Meaning, you're going to eventually have to pay for it. Everything you say, you're going to have to eventually pay for it, rather if it's good or bad. You have to pay for it. Every word that you speak out of your mouth, you're going to have to pay for it, rather good or bad. And the mouth that belieth slay the soul. That word belieth, meaning of the appearance, fail to give true notion or impression of something disguised or contradicts, meaning you're fake. When you realize that you're fake, your soul is being destroyed, it's dying. But guess what? If you being fake, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's you. Because I'm going to make sure I'm not fake. I'm going to make sure I'm not fake. Because people who are fake, their soul is being slayed, is dying. And I see a lot of people I know, souls are dying. But it don't bother me. They chose their death, not me. I chose, and I'm choosing, and I am choosing to live. So if you want to die, die. Because I'm not going to be distracted from somebody else's decision that they made for their own life. I ain't got time for that. Neither should you. I sit back every day and I see the word, the Goliath there. And it don't bother me. I'm not going to be distracted by people's decision, by people's choice. I'm not distracted. I'm following that pillar of cloud by day mentally, and I'm following that pillar of fire by night mentally. I ain't got time. Verse 12, it says, seek not death in the era of your life. Do not, when you know you're wrong, correct it. Because if you don't correct it, you are seeking death. And if you ain't trying to correct it, that's on you. I'm not going to be distracted. Neither should you. Seek not death in the era of your life. But a lot of folks, a lot of people, they'll seek death because of pride. They'll sit in death because of arrogance. That's on you, not me. I can't be distracted. I'm not going to allow myself to be distracted. I refuse. I refuse. And it says, and pull not upon yourselves destructions with your works of your own hands. Not my hands, your hands. People pull destruction upon themselves. They cover themselves up in destruction. This is what they do. They cover themselves up in destruction. This is what they do. By their own hands. Not my hands, your hands. Not doing patty cake, bake, cuz man. No. No, it's your own hands. Brother Shaba say soft and low, indistinct sound. Produced by a person or a group of persons, people speaking quietly or at a distance. Correct. All praises. See, people bring destruction upon their own selves with their own hands. They do that. They go around looking for stuff. They crash everything. Boom. This is what they do. But see, when you see everything falling, you better run out the way. you better get the far from that. Because if you don't, it's almost like the Twin Towers. Y'all remember the Twin Towers came down, all that smoke came around, and everybody that was right, they got all that white stuff on them. They inhale all that stuff. And so a lot of them died from cancer. No, I ain't not me. I ain't distracted. I see that thing coming. I see that thing falling. I'm running. get the hell away from you. Promise that. Because a lot of stuff that people are on is unprofitable. It ain't got nothing to do with your soul, your growth. It has nothing to do with that. It's unprofitable. I mean, it's unprofitable. People pull destruction to themselves. I mean, that sounds self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. They just pull it to themselves. You're bringing it down. You're murdering it down. I mean, you're just bringing it. I mean, people just bring destruction to themselves. Now, all I said is, hey, D. my. Woo. He said, and pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your own hand. Do not do that. You're killing yourself softly because you're distracted by whatever. I mean, whatever. A lot of people are distracted. They pull false gods to them. They cover themselves in false gods, false counsels. They cover themselves in all kinds of filth. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me go back again. People just run back to foolishness. I mean, they run back to foolishness. I'm not going to show no video, but I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about. They run back to foolishness. I want to show you this. A lot of people know this brother. Very popular on YouTube. Very popular. But look at the titles. Why I am no longer a Hebrew Israelite. See, just pull everything. Just bring the wall down. Bam. Boom. Destruction. He said, my experience after announcing no longer identify as a Hebrew. He making videos of this. It don't bother me. Do it bother you that he ain't no Israelite no more? But see, that's not for you. This is a secret counsel. Because look at the last video he made. Jesus Christ delivered me from the Hebrew Israelites cult. First he was in the church, now he's back in the church. First he was a Christian, now he ended up being a Christian again. Like some of you take the secret counsel with the Jesus people. Agree with the Jesus people. See? This is what we do. This is what we do. Take secret counsel. And we don't challenge this stuff. And we think when we be around these people that, guess what? If your spirit ain't strong, what you think gonna happen to you? That thing is going to distract you. But you don't believe that. You don't believe it. So let me put it back up. You don't believe that. You don't believe you're gonna be you don't believe you're distracted. You're pulling the house down with your own hands. Destruction. You bring destruction upon yourself because you're distracted at nonsense things that is not profitable. Verse 13. For the Creator made not death. He did not make death. You made death. You brought death in your life. Neither has he pleasure in destruction of the living. He wants you to live forever, ever. Meaning your life's supposed to what? Procreate through your seed. But your seed supposed to be raised godly. But you know what we do? We allow the world to raise our seed. So therefore, we don't live forever. Because when your child get to a certain age, he go off and do his own, or she go off and do her own thing. Because we did not teach our children the ways of the Creator, because we was distracted in organizations such as the church, such as football, basketball, baseball. We was distracted. And our children is steady just getting older and older, and now they're old, and now we don't know what the hell to do with them. He didn't create death. And he don't take pleasure in the destruction of the living. He do not. But we create these things in our lives. When we become distracted away from the priority that he had put in our lives for us to follow. We become distracted. Thinking that I could do this and I could be in that and I could be a part of this and I could go over there and I could go over there and you become distracted, and now you ask why your child or your children having a hard time living according to the law. That just don't go for you, it goes for me too. Hell, I ain't exempt for nothing that I'm teaching. I'm not exempt from it. What we think? We think that somebody who teaches is exempt from. No, man. I got to take judgment and I got to be under judgment like you. I'm not past judgment. Hell, I might get more judgment. I might be judged more. But I can't be distracted. See, a lot of people are distracted by many things. But you can't be distracted because the Creator didn't create death. You did. He don't have no pleasure in destruction. You do. That's why he says in 14, for he created all things. He created all things. And I got to be careful how I deal with all things. I got to be careful at it because that's his creation. When the lizard get in my house, I make sure I try to get a cup and get him out. I don't want to kill him. That's life. The Creator created all things that he might have their being. See, that they might have their being. Salakia. Meaning everything that the Creator created has a custom of itself. My custom is not the white man's custom or some of the Negro customs. We're different. But I have to learn to embrace who I am and what I am. I can't go outside of me and thinking that I'm going to be blessed. That's destruction. That's death. And the generations of the world, he created all things that they might have their being, and the generations of the world were what? Healthful. I mean, healthful. and there is no poison of destruction in them. There is none. We put them things there. By being sidetracked, distracted, we put those things there. Nor the kingdom of death upon the earth. We built the kingdoms of death upon the earth because we become distracted by wanting to be in power, wanting to be worshiped, wanting to be celebrated. We built these kingdoms. Because the only one that should be celebrated is the Creator alone. Not no Jesus. Not no Holy Ghost. It's Jesus. It's the Creator. Jesus is a false God. And I don't care who like it and don't like it. We put these kingdoms in this earth. We poison the earth because we become distracted by our own self-interest, our own influence, our own thinking. For righteousness is immortal. When I follow the law, that's how I live forever. I will never live forever if I don't follow the law. That's why David told Solomon. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick. Let's go to 2 Kings. Let's go to 2 Kings. The first Kings, excuse me, Salakia. 1 Kings, the 2nd chapter. First Kings, the 2nd chapter. Let's read at verse 1. 1 Kings, the 2nd chapter. Let's read at verse 1. See, this is how you live forever. You live forever, ever, through the law. 1 Kings, the 2nd chapter, verse 1. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die, and he charged Solomon his son, saying, he charged his son, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show yourself a man. It's time for you to grow up, son. It's time for you to grow up. And keep the charge of the what? The Creator, your power. Walk in his ways. Keep his what? Statutes and his commandments and his judgment and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses. Do not change a damn thing. Do not change it. Follow just what it says for you to do. Don't add a word, don't subtract the word. Guard it. This is what he's telling them. That thou mayest what? Prosper in all that thou doest. Because if you change it, you curse yourself. If you follow it exactly, you become prosperous. That's what he told Joshua. If you meditate on my law day and night, and do not look to the left nor on the right, but meditate, he said, whatever your foot, your hands, and etc., I'm going to give it to you. That's how you prosper. You prosper by following, keeping, and standing on 10 toes down upon the law. Other than that, you're not going to prosper. You're going to curse yourself, and you're going to face the judgment of the Creator. And whithersoever thou shalt what? Turn thyself. Meaning wherever you go, it's going to be yours. Verse 4, that the Creator may continue his word which he has spake concerning me, saying, if thy children, if what? Thy children. See, you cannot have a multitude of unprofitable children. If you got one child, raise that child according to the law. Before you talk about getting a whole basketball team, raise that one according to the law. He said that the Creator may continue his word which he spake concerning me, saying, if thy children take heed to what? Their ways. It's up to them. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Once when they get old, they ain't got nothing to do with you. You just hope how you raise them, they're going to follow what you taught them. We can pray and pray and pray and pray and pray, but it's still up to them. They can either follow or be distracted. So if your house or if your children of your household become distracted, guess what? Guess what? What that got to do with you if you taught them the ways? What that got to do with you? If you showed them the ways, if you gave them the ways, if you lived before them the ways, what that got to do with you if they turn wicked? Because at the end of the day, it's still their choice. You have nothing to do with that. Samuel's two sons were wicked. That's how we end up with Saul, King Saul. He said, if your children take heed to their ways. See? It's up to them, not you. It's up to them. You just teach. You explain to bring a clear understanding, and it's up to them on how they move. And once when they move, guess what? When I see them going sideways, yeah, I'm going to be concerned, especially if it's my house. I'm going to be concerned when I see them going sideways because I know they know better. But at the end of the day, guess what? You got to take your hands off. You got to let them go. I think I better let them go. Let them go. Let them go. I can't hold them no more. No, no, no. I got to let them go. Because it's their choice in the life that they choose. But see, a lot of us, we become distracted because we say, oh, that's my baby. No, that's the Creator's seed. That's his breath in that body. He just gave it to you to see what you're going to do with it. You can't be distracted by thinking that, oh, that's my baby. No, 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 no. That's the Creator's breath. That's the Creator's breath. I'm going to let that soak for a minute. That's the Creator's breath. That they may walk before me in all truth, with all their heart and with all their soul. There shall not fail thee, says he, a man on the throne of Israel. Meaning, your bloodline are going to continue if you continue. But if you don't continue, guess what? That ain't got nothing to do with you. You see that? That ain't got nothing to do with you, family. You done did what you're supposed to do. You done did it. You did it. You did it. Verse 16. But ungodly men with their works, ungodly men with their works and words call it to them. See? For when they thought, Salakia, to have it, their friend. Ungodly men and their works. You call it to them what? Their works. They took hold to everything. They took hold to every works that they made a friend. Be careful what you make a friend. Don't get sidetracked because people look friendly, sound friendly. You knew them for a long time. Be careful who you make a friend. If they're not living for the Creator, they could be an associate, but they should not be a friend. They should not sit at your table to eat. See, you got to know your limits with people who's not walking the way you walk. Solomon knew the limits. David knew the limits. Sometimes they went too overboard. I can go down the list. Ezra knew the limits. Nehemiah knew the limits. And sometimes some of them, Other ones that I'm not calling, I'm not getting into all that. Some of them went too overboard. But ungodly men with their works and words call it to them. For when they thought to have it their friend, they consume to naught. You bring things that is ungodly in your possession, people, and you don't understand why you're struggling. You don't understand why you got the mindset that you have right now. Why you have all kind of thoughts in your mind. Why your mind can't rest. Ask yourself, who the hell you hang around? Who the hell you got in your circle? Who you and kikiing with? Is they serving the creator only? Or do they have other gods that they're serving besides that? And made a covenant with it. They made a covenant with their work. See, it ain't the work of the ungodly. It's the work that they created with the ungodly, who they made a covenant with, what they made a covenant with. You like the stuff they say, you like the stuff they do, you like this and you like that, you like this and you like that. When you do business with them, you keep crossing the bounds. You see? You made a covenant with it. With the works, you went beyond the bounds. Because they are worthy to take part with it. They, see, in other words, watch this. Watch this. When you're doing business, because he said you get into the works of the ungodly and you bring these people in as friends, right? But the thing is, it's nothing wrong with working with the ungodly. Because Israel did it. But how far do you go? It's the point. See, you don't make covenants with it. Where's that it consumes you? You got to know your limits when you get in and get out. See, I could go further into the business. But that's not this. That's for another day, another time and another day. Because the Bible get into all of it. But let me keep going. Let me keep going. Because we have to be careful. Because a lot of people is going to be distracted by what they never was prepared for. If you're not prepared for things, you're going to be distracted. And a lot of people are distracted today for whatever reason. But let's keep going. Let me finish. Let's go to Isaiah 41 and 10. Isaiah 41 and 10. See, you live through your children. You live through your children. But the thing is about that, if your children is wicked, what that got to do with you? Oh, see, that's your house. Well, it's my house, but I can't do nothing about that because it's still their ways. And for me, focusing, yeah, it hurts. It hurts. If I'm a parent, it hurts. But their life has nothing to do with me once when they get to a certain age. That has nothing to do with me. Yes, it's a bloodline, but it has nothing to do with me. Because what did the Creator say when he took the kingdom from Solomon? He said, I'm not going to take it from David, but I'm going to take it from your child. See, if you live according to what you're supposed to, how you're supposed to live, the Creator's still going to bless you. But he's going to curse your child seed. Visiting the iniquity of the what? Of the father, the children of the father to the third and the fourth generation. He cursed the seed line. Isaiah 41:10. Fear thou not, for I am with who? You. The Creator said he's with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your power. Your power. It's personal. It's personal. See, if you don't see him personal to you, see, that's where we separate. Because he's my power. And I'm not going to get distracted for him being my power because of whoever. I'm not. My mama, my wife, my children, it don't matter. I'm going to keep my eyes focused on my power. My power. I will what? Strengthen you. I'm not looking for strength coming from no one but the Creator. He's going to send the people to strengthen me. You see? How long does a flower go without water? He will send the people to strengthen you. I don't care if it's in the streets. It could be somebody I bump into on the job. That's why you can't get distracted. I will help you. I will help you. See, we're looking for everybody else to help. That's why we go to these ungodly councils. We look for everybody to help us. But in the midst of the trouble, how many of you all get down and you actually ask the Creator to show you you? Or we pray and say, show me them. No, he said, I'm going to help. He going to help me. So I tries to stay in the meditative mode because every moment I need his help. Because I ain't perfect. I don't know if you're perfect or not, but I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. So I ain't got time to focus on you. I don't. I really don't. I ain't got time to focus on you. If you want me to focus on you, I'm sorry. Because I need his help every moment I can get. Because see, my life, I'm running to not make up time, but I'm running to try to change some things that I know I need to change. See, I don't know if you think that you got time. I don't have time. He said, I will uphold you with the right hand of my law. He didn't say I will uphold y'all, us. He said you, personal. This is personal. This ain't got nothing to do with everybody else. I'm not going to be distracted with things that is not profitable. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm trying to always dwell under the shadow of the Almighty. Let's go to Proverbs 16:18. I can't do it. Proverbs 16:18. So when I see people slowful, lazy, spirit died, hey, that's the choice you chose. But the old saying say you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. Proverbs 16:18. That's right. Pride goeth before what? Destruction. And a haughty spirit before a fall. Pride goeth before what? Destruction. A lot of people got pride. See, that's the depth that we were just reading in the Wisdom of Solomon. Pride goes before destruction. And a haughty spirit before what? A fall. A haughty spirit. Haughty is arrogance, superior, or disdainful. You see? See, an arrogant spirit before a fall. Because see, a lot of people have that arrogancy about them. Proverbs 11:2. See, I got to check me. I can't check you. I got to check me. Because I'm going to tell you. Sometimes, I'm talking about me now. Sometimes I can get into the arrogant mood. That's just me. I can admit me. Can you admit you? Proverbs 11:2. It says, when pride cometh, then cometh what? Shame. Shame. And you wonder why people got this shame spirit? Pride. See, don't get distracted thinking that, I got to look all over the. No. That's shame. That's shame. You in your mindset of a pride. Just sit down and relax. That's that shame spirit on you. Because because you prideful, you arrogant. But with the lowly is wisdom. With the lowly mean the humble. It's wisdom. See, when you humble yourself, wisdom is there. Wisdom is there. But when you're haughty, now sit down, you got pride. You got enough pride in you. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. You got enough pride in you. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. See, everything is about you. See, we have to learn to check ourselves. That's all I say. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Trust in the Creator with all your heart. See, that's personal. Trust in the Creator with all your heart. Personal. Not with all their heart or all our heart. Your heart. Your mind. See, that trust of the Creator has to be for you, not me. When it comes to me, it deals with me, not you. And lean not to what? Your own understanding. How you feel, think, believe ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's what the Creator said. It's what the Creator said. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. How you feel, think, and believe. Verse 6, and it says, in all your ways, acknowledge him. See, you can't be distracted thinking that it got something to do with everybody. It's you. I can't take me to an ungodly counsel. This is counsel right here. In all your ways, your ways, not mine, yours. Acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. Not my path, not our path, not their path, not us path, your path. And if I'm walking on the path that he given me, I'm not looking back for you. You better be walking in the path that he's giving you. You better be following the cloud by day and the cloud by fire by night. You better do that, because that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't got time to look for you. And if you ain't there, I'm not gonna be distracted the way you at. Proverbs 19 and 11. You can't be distracted. Everything is about you personally. Proverbs 19 and 11. The discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression. Your anger, the discretion of a man deferreth, means put aside his anger. See, you have the opportunity to be mad or to put that anger aside. That got nothing to do with nobody else. That's you. That's not we. That's not us. That's not they. It's you. See, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression. It's up to the individual to ignore the transgression. Not we, not they, not them, not us. It's you. You see? This is personal. We can't get sidetracked and never see self. Because if you get sidetracked and never see self, then you're going to have an issue. Let's keep going. Proverbs 4 and 25. Let's go there. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We about done. Proverbs 4 and 25. It's up to you. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Let your eye look right on. Let your eye look right on. And let thy eyelids look straight before thee. See, you the one who have to stay focused. You got to stay focused. Your focus ain't got nothing to do with me. My focus ain't got nothing to do with who? You. Now, if I come and ask you, then you can give me your information. But if I never ask you, then what? My eyesight has not. If you never come ask me, then my eyesight has nothing to do with you. I won't even look your way. I care less about what's going on over there. because I'm focused at what I'm doing, where I'm going, who I'm focusing on, wisdom. Now, if that come into my perimeter, then I have to focus on this in my perimeter and why it's in my perimeter. But if it don't never come in my perimeter, I ain't worried about it. That's distraction. That's distraction. You can't be distracted. You cannot allow yourself to be distracted. Because if you're distracted, then tell me how you're focused. Where's your focus at? Where's your focus at? Isaiah 45:22. Look unto me and be ye saved. See? All the ends of the earth, for I am the creator, and there is none. I cannot put in my perimeter anything other than this. I cannot be distracted by no God, no other God but the creator. Let me read it again. Look unto me and be ye saved. He didn't tell you to put somebody on the cross. He didn't tell you to follow a prophet. He said, look unto him and be saved. This is what causes you to be saved when you look upon the one God. He said, all the ends of the earth, all the ends of the earth, all. How is him being the creator and the creator alone gets to the ends of the earth if we don't push it? For I am the power, the creator, and there is none else. That's why you have to be careful at the friends that you keep as company. You see? Joshua 1:8. Joshua 1:8. Joshua 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. He was talking specifically to Joshua, but the Bible is talking specifically to us. We shouldn't even open up our mouth. But thou shalt what? Meditate therein day and night. Not when you feel like it. Not when things going bad. No, he says day and night. You're supposed to constantly be in the meditation mode. Day and night. That thou mayest what? Observe to do according to all that is written in the law. He said you have to observe that. You have to notice with how the Creator told you to do it. He's telling you, he's showing you, he's explaining to you how he wants it to be done. Observe it, look at it, study it, examine it. For then thou shalt what? Make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt what? Have good success. If you don't understand, if you don't acknowledge, if you don't study, being prosperous is not having money. Being prosperous is not having this and that. Because you can hit the lottery tomorrow, and what you gonna do? Are you prepared for the money that you're gonna make? That you hit for? Are you prepared for the class, the income bracket that they put you in? I mean, there's a lot more other stuff to go to that. That's why you have to prepare yourself. See, a lot of people ain't prepared for this walk. They're not prepared for this walk. That's why you see a lot of people dragging their feet. That's why you see a lot of people slowful. That's why you see a lot of people take company of people when they haven't let go of this and that. But now you talk about you having friends, but those friends influence you. There's a difference. I run to them for counsel. I look for them to agree with me. That's different than having a person as business. It's different. And we wonder why a lot of things ain't successful in our lives. Proverbs 3 and 6. Because we've been distracted. Proverbs 3 and 6. It says, in all thy ways, acknowledge him in all your ways. Not my ways, not us ways, not we ways, not they ways, your ways. Acknowledge him. It's up to you. You can either acknowledge something else to be distracted, or you can acknowledge the Creator in all your ways. That's good and bad. That's up and down. That's in and out. That's indifferent or not indifferent. That's all your ways. See, we try to acknowledge the Creator in our good ways. No. Acknowledge him in your bad ways. Acknowledge him when things ain't going right. He didn't say acknowledge no other God. He said acknowledge him. Him is singular. Not them. Him. See, he's asking you to acknowledge him. Not go to them, but him. But see, when we become distracted, we go to them, the ungodly counsel. And he shall lead, he shall what? Direct your path. He's going to guide you into where you need to be. He's going to guide you the way you need to be. That's why to me, I could do this by myself. I don't have to have no help. All praises. Let's keep it riding. Psalms 119, verse 14, 15, and verse 97. Psalms 119, excuse me. Psalms 119. Psalms 119, verse 14 and 15. I'm not trying to be distracted for nothing but the word, but the law. I'm staying focused. It don't matter who do and who don't. I don't care. I have rejoiced in the ways of thy testimony. Me, I rejoice. I ain't got time. If you ain't rejoicing, that's on you. But I am. I'm happy. I'm excited for the testimonies of the Creator. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimony as much as in all riches. See, I don't have to have a lot of money to be happy. I'm just happy because I got the testimony. I understand the law. See, I asked a brother today, just before I came on. He was telling me about Jesus, but he said he don't believe in that name. He believe in Yahusha. Okay, fine. And I asked him one question, just like I asked Nick 10 Nick or whatever his name is. And I asked him, I say, what's the difference between your story and the Catholic people's story? The brother that was on Facebook, he told me, no, see, I'm trying to make it to the kingdom. Bye, I ain't got time for all that. But I told him, you running. But I'm standing 10 toes down on this conversation. See, I have rejoiced in the ways of thy testimony as much as in all riches. I will meditate on what? Thy precepts. See, I'm going to meditate on thy precepts. I'm going to meditate. I am going to meditate. I will meditate on thy precepts. That's the laws. And I have respect unto your ways. I ain't got respect unto no Son of God ways. The Son of God is Israel anyhow. But I only have respect unto the Creator ways. Now let's drop down to 97. Verse 97. Let's drop down to verse 97. Same verse, same chapter. Verse 97. He said, oh, how love I thy law. I love the law. I love the law. And watch what he say. It is my what? Meditation all day. That's why I don't care about everything else. If a person chooses to go to hell, let them go to hell. Period. If a person chooses to serve a false god, then let them serve a false god. I meditate. He says what? Thy thoughts. Excuse me, not that. Oh, how I love your law. See, I love the law too much for me to be focused and being distracted on anything else but the law. And he says, it is my meditation all day. What is my meditation all day? The law. It's the meditation. It's my meditation all day. Genesis 4 and 7. Genesis 4 and 7. If thou doest well, if thou doest well, shall not thou be accepted? He's talking to Cain. He's asking Cain, if you do well, should not you be accepted? And if thou do not does well, sin lies at your door. Same thing with you. If you choose to be distracted, you're in sin. And that sin that you're being distracted by is going to rule over you. Isaiah 54:7. We got two more and I'm done. Isaiah 54:17. You have to be controlling your life. Isaiah 54:17. I only can give an account for me. I can't give an account for you. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. No weapon that forms against thee shall prosper. See, he's talking singular as a nation. And every tongue that rise up against thee in judgment shall be condemned. It doesn't matter who say, who speak, who feel. It don't matter who do. It ain't gonna make me look bad. And it won't make you look bad. It don't matter. This is the heritage of the servants of the Creator, and their righteousness is of me, says the Creator. This is my heritage. I am protected as long as I'm not distracted. Proverbs 5:1. My son, attend unto my wisdom. See, you got to come unto the wisdom. And bow thy ear to my understanding. Wisdom ain't gonna always come when I open up the book and look at the law, because you got to remember the thing that was the foundation was wisdom. See, you got to attend unto wisdom, not the law. Because when you go to the law, when you go to wisdom, it's going to be able to open up the understanding of the law. See, a lot of you know the law, but you ain't got wisdom with it. That's why I'd be happy when I hear people who catch what is being given to them. I like that. That means I'm listening. I hear you. I see you. But I'm not distracted. Because my ear, I bow my ear. See? To his understanding. Because it's his spirit. It's not mine. The spirit that's in me is his spirit, not mine. Psalms 46:10, and we got one more. Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I am the power, the creator. He didn't say be still and know that we are God, us are God, they are God. He said I, that's singular. It ain't no Jesus over here. And if you love Jesus, you're in the wrong spot unless you're ready to learn. He said, be still and know that I am the creator. I will be what? Exalted among the what? Heathen. Not no Jesus, the creator. Not no Holy Spirit, the creator. I will be exalted in the earth. Not no Jesus. Not any other God but the creator. And many people I know is distracted with Jesus. But that's their distraction. That's not mine. I ain't got concern about that. If they come into the presence, then they'll come and learn. But if not, then that's their distraction. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I let them have that. See, that's a distraction. And our job is to not be distracted. It's to stay focused. And the last one is Jeremiah 1:5. You have to stay focused. Before I form who? You. This is what he's telling Jeremiah. And the same thing goes to you. Before he formed you, he knew. Before he formed thee in the belly, he said, I, not we, not us. He said, I. There's only one creator. Not no creator created. The creator created the creator to create all this. That sounds stupid. And if you believe that the creator created a creator to create all this, you need to be in a straitjacket. And they need to pour a lemon in your soul, one of your souls, with salt in it. And then turn around and slap you in your back with a ruler. I'm just playing. But he tells Jeremiah, he said, before I formed thee, I knew. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. He said he knew you. And the creator knew you. That's why you're here. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, Salakia, I sanctify thee. Same thing what he did with you. He sanctified you. That's why you're here. I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation, but he ordained you as a believer to him. But as a believer, you cannot be distracted. You have to keep your eyes on the law, on wisdom. So I'm not gonna hold you much longer. Just remember, everything belongs to the Creator. Everything belongs to the Creator. And you got to get the wisdom in how to handle that, what the Creator has created. You have to get the wisdom to that. Because it don't belong to you nor me. It belongs to him. And he created it. So, this is Moreh Yaakov in the ITFTR Network. I'll be back on Friday. We'll be going back in Jesus again. Jesus say, you have heard of old, but I say. We're going to get into it Friday. So family, make sure, I pray that the Creator bless your day tomorrow and on Friday as the Shabbat come in. Peaceful, restful, and relaxful. Protect us as we guide and move ourselves upon these dangerous highways and byways. And we thank the Creator for each one of you joining me. Make sure you tap the like button if you haven't. Make sure you share this page if you haven't, if you feel the need to do so. But until Friday, shalom family, shalom, shalom, shalom. Thank you for joining me. This is Maury Yacob at TFTR Network.